Well, hopefully my dog and my child will not make any noise, but
hopefully mine don't either, because that'd be weird because I don't have either. So
well, thank you for coming, and we are all excited to hear about this program. And I'm Tanya. I run Fit and Fearless with Jessie, and she's also on here somewhere in this mix of people. We got a lot of people hopping on tonight because everybody wants to hear from you.
Okay. What do you want to know?
We want to know how to get the best results from this program because everybody is excited. We have a lot of busy parents on here, a lot of professionals who work a lot. So 4 days a week is awesome. So tell us what makes Lift 4 so unique to the, to all the other programs out there.
Right. Why should you do Lift 4? Well, you get to eat. That's kind of important, right? And you get a cheat day. Like, you get to have a wine whenever on a cheat day. So those two things right there, are win in my book. So first of all, hi everybody. It's a video chat, so you can wave back. I like saying hi to everybody. Introduce myself. I'm Joel Freeman. Nice to meet you. So I've been in Beachbody now for going on 6 years, which is crazy. Back in the day, started with Les Mills Pump, and then I did Core de Force with Jericho, and then coming out with this program and designing this sucker, and had a great time. And look, I've been in the fitness industry, health and fitness industry now for over 15 years, and this has been my world is health and fitness. And what I've been noticing is over the past few years, we have more information at our fingertips than ever before, with smartphones and apps and all this stuff. We have more opportunity than ever before to be healthy and fit. Yet we're still not in terms of the generic population, right? The general populace, we're still not hitting 80% of the population. It doesn't matter just from Beachbody, but from the gym world, everything like that. We're still 80% of the population is still not working out. These numbers haven't really changed. So, we're missing something, I think. And that's the angle that I took when designing this program and looking at what would this look like. And this was almost 2 years ago, from initial conversations and inception to where we are right now. And I felt that it really comes down to flexibility. I think that's what we're missing is flexibility and realistic expectations as well. Okay. So, and I'll tell you what I mean by both those things. But when it comes to Lift 4, what is it that makes Lift 4 so unique is the fact that this program is designed for reality. It's a realistically based program in terms of what I'm asking you to commit to in terms of 4 days, 30 to 40 minutes a day, what you're doing in these workouts. It's simple, it's basic, it's effective. You get your rest days, you get to get your life back, you get to do the things that you love to do again. You get to have the flexibility to move the days around as you need to. So this is honestly the first program that you can actually mold around your life the way you need to versus the other way around. And having that flexibility, I think, is just going to help so many more people really be able to buy into this and see amazing results with it.
That's awesome. So I think the temptation for a lot of us that are used to working out 5 to 6 days a week is to add in other workouts or other activities. So do we need to be doing other activities in addition to Lift 4?
Yeah, that's Tanya right there is my favorite question out of everything, because I know exactly where that question is coming from, and that is coaches. That's where this question is coming from. And look, I get it, because you guys are coming out of 80-day obsession. It's a longer program. What is it? 6 days a week, hour plus workouts, pretty strict nutrition platform, right? I get it. So you're coming out of that, and it's human nature to compare the unknown to the known. You want to know what's like. But you guys, it's a different program. It's completely different programming, okay? Yes, it's a squat is a squat, that's true, but we're going back to basics on this one, and it's the programming of Lift 4, and it's also of what happens during these rest days. So, and what I mean by that is, look, from the programming perspective, the reason it's only 4 days is because the workouts themselves are quite intense in terms of weightlifting and the high intensity interval train. And with the weightlifting perspective, this is how I was trained from day one of how to lift weights is is old school, back to basics, weightlifting 101, 3 sets of 10 hypertrophy training, where you can lift heavier for longer. That's the point of Lift 4. That's how we lift in Lift 4 the entire time. It's all 3 sets of 10. We don't deviate from that ever, because it allows you to increase your and build muscle from the faster perspective than any other way, okay? So that's why we do it that way. And then adding the HIIT element to it at the end just simply smashes you, basically, at that point. And we go through full glycogen burn in your muscles, full metabolic spike, and you're just done. That's the point, is at the end of these 30 to 40-minute workouts is you should have nothing left in those muscles. That's the point. Then, with the rest days, we're actually going to give your body the time that it needs to recover. And that's, what has been happening lately is there's part of this mentality of more is better. And I see so many people, because I get tagged in it all the time, of people doing double workouts in a day and, doing extra this, extra that. You guys, that's not necessarily a good thing for you. Now, it's one thing if you do a weightlifting workout and then a yoga in the evening. That's complementary. I'm talking about doing extra cardio, extra weightlifting, extra this. You're not giving your body the amount of time that it needs to actually rest and recover, which will hinder your results and is actually leading a lot of people to plateau right now. And that's why a lot of people who have been pushing themselves harder are actually plateauing faster. And then they're pushing themselves even harder because they think that's the answer. It's not the answer. When you actually, for most of you guys, you just need to back off and relax and rest your bodies. And that's what Lift 4 does. So that's the first reason that we have these 3 rest days, is through the workouts themselves, the progression, the programming. We're going to push you and then give your body the time that it needs to rest and recover. The second aspect of it is to give you the opportunity to get your life back and enjoy those things that you love to do. It's summertime. Go outside. Like if you live on the East Coast, you guys, it's not 2 degrees for once. Like get outside and go enjoy those things. Whatever that is, and you get to go do it and have some flexibility, because when you do that, it's also a mental release from the workouts. And then you have more opportunity of looking forward of coming back to these workouts the next day, because you have this release from it. And that's huge. So the rest days, you guys, they're really that simple, giving your body the time it needs to recover, which means on the rest days, no weightlifting. So no weightlifting workouts, and staying away from high intensity workouts. So, like there's no need to do extra cardio workouts. It's not necessary, but go out and live your life. If swim, bike, run, if you want to go for a run, go do it. It's completely okay, but just stay away from those other 2 things. As coaches, sorry, Tanya, as coaches, y'all need to relax, take a chill pill. It's going to be okay. And just understand that I promise you that this works. And we always say, trust the process. And I've discovered that we say trust the process. It's not for the people out there. It's for you guys, because every time a new program comes out, everybody's like, what's it like? All those new people that you're talking to have no clue what 80-day obsession is if they didn't do it, right? They're just going to hear 4 days a week and be like, oh, cool, I can do that. They're not going to question what to do on the off day. So remember, you got to think about the other stuff.
That's awesome. The other question, and to follow up on what you were just talking about with the rest days, do you recommend taking those all, throughout the week for best results, or do you spread them? What's your recommendation on that?
You have ultimate flexibility in this program to do however you need to. The Lift 4 workout calendar is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for the workouts. I like that schedule. That's why we did it that way. And this is how we also tested it, whereas you do 2 days, you're going to be sore coming out of these workouts. So coming into a rest day in the middle of the week is actually physical release as well as a mental release. So you can really have a day to take a break, do some yoga, get some stretching under your belt, and then you look forward. You're more well rested, and you look forward to coming back on Thursday for the next day. So 2 on, 1 off, 2 on 2. I like that. But again, the point of this, the whole thing is to give you the flexibility. So nurses is a great example. 3 12-hour shifts. You can do 3 12-hour shifts, still get your 4 days in all in a row, and still have the same results. So that's the nice thing, is no matter how you move the days around, you're still going to get the same results because you didn't change the workouts at all.
That's awesome. That works well I love the flexibility of this program. It's so cool. What do you think are the reasons that a lot of the other workout programs, like the gym, and then a lot of people will take on a workout program, why they're not working, and how Lift 4 will solve these problems?
I think it's always going to come back to flexibility. I really believe that. Look, it's the summertime right now. I don't know anybody that would commit to 6 days a week, 7 days a week, right? Like there's just, with the kids out of school and with the summertime and like everything, like, or even just your job, that can be hard. If you work 5 days a week, and look, people are working longer hours than ever before. I'm working multiple jobs now. Like you just have to have that flexibility. So I think that's a huge thing, is not having the flexibility, because then if a program is more than 5 or 6 days a week and you miss a couple days, that's like ekes into your head too, because now you feel like you're behind and you have to catch up. And then you start smashing yourself trying to do double workouts, which stop. Please do. There's no such thing as catching up in Lift 4, okay? Stop doing double workouts. Your brain knows you're behind. Your body doesn't know that. Your body just knows that you're overtraining it and smashing it. So it goes back to this flexibility thing every single time. Of giving you that. And then also I think it's the programming aspect of it too. Like when you go into the gym, I love the gym. That's my background. It's my history. We still go. And if you don't have a specific program in mind, like ready to go and like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do, you can waste a lot of time in there. And then you may not get as a great workout as you would have had you just gone in there like bam, 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 bam. Like Lift 4, you guys, is the best program to take to the gym with you, because it's born from the gym. It's a gym workout. It really is. You can take it there, and if you have a gym membership, oh my God, take it there, because now you have all these extra dumbbells to use. It's awesome. It's like a playground of fun.
That's awesome. We travel a lot, and I always stream it in the hotel gyms, or like I go down there and people are like, "What are you doing? Yeah. Can I do that with you?"
I was gonna say, look, and I promise you, because in the first test group we had people doing that. They actually got they got people out of that because people at the gym were seeing these guys get a great workout in 30 to 40 minutes, get out, and then all of a sudden they saw that they were getting amazing results in just a couple of weeks. So they're like, wait, what are you doing? Just saying, it's a potential business opportunity as well.
That's awesome. What would you say, like, as far as how coaches are valuable to this process? Like, how can we be more valuable to our customers with Lift 4?
Do it. Like, that's how you can be more valuable. And this is, we always, being a product of the product. There's a reason why this program is being launched the way it is. The program comes out October 1st, right? That's the launch date. That's when Lift 4 launches. July 16th is not a launch date. That's VIP early access is when that starts. The reason we did it this way, 2 reasons for you guys. One, from the training perspective, you actually have the opportunity now to do this program from start to finish before you really even need to talk about it. If you want to, you can, it's a great business opportunity, which I'll talk about in a second. But from the training perspective, think about how we've always used to launch programs. We launch the program, or we announce the program. You have a couple months to build your challenge group and learn a little bit about it and do these coach calls and blah, blah, blah. And then when you start the program, and you're doing the program usually the exact same time that the rest of your challenge group is, right? So you're kind of learning as you go and having to ask questions as you go as well, just like they are. Versus now, you have the opportunity to learn everything about this program for the next 8 weeks, do it, get first-person experience, and be a walking, talking billboard for it based on your results, and then we launch it. So from the training perspective, it just does not get any better than that, guys, because we're launching. That's the way we're doing it now. The VIP early access thing. There's a lot of people I know that when it first came out, and like Beachbody Instagram just did a post today on it, talking about this program, and people are like, "That's so stupid. We have to pay for early access." You don't. It's like basically thinking about, like, look, when Star Wars comes out in the movie theater, you don't have to go see it. It's an opportunity to go see it, but if you don't want to, then wait for it to come out on cable. Okay. That's it. That's basically is the way I can use that analogy. If you're a coach, you need to do VIP early access because it's a training opportunity and it's a phenomenal business opportunity for you. You have to see it that way. If you don't see it that way, I don't know what else I can do to convince you of that. For regular, non-coaches, They don't have to wait. It's just how you market this product. Now, if people want to, if they're impatient like me, if I know I can get something early, bring it on. I'm going to do it. So, you know, talk to people about that. And they're like, hey, look, the only reason we opened that up is because we opened it to the coaches. So we want to give everybody the opportunity. And it's a great business opportunity for you because now you're selling challenge packs and increasing your commission as well. Like, so that's another way to build your business too. And on top of all that, it's a summer program. So if anybody says, well, I want to work out, but I can't commit to a program during the summertime, yes, you can, because this program travels with you. Hotels, resistance bands, you can take it with you wherever you go. It works with you. So massive flexibility and a massive training opportunity for you guys over the next 8 weeks.
That's awesome. So I'm definitely traveling with it. And I saw Brittany from corporate today, who's on round 2. Oh my gosh, her arms. I'm like, it needs to be July 16th.
I know, right?
Wait till July 16th.
I know. I'm dying over here because I know a lot of the questions that you guys have will just disappear next week when you start experiencing these workouts for yourself and everything. And like the whole rest day, all this stuff, like I can't wait for Wednesday to come around because every single, like 99% of you guys, because I know you're going to push yourselves in this program, you better. When Wednesday rolls around, 99% of you are going to say, oh, thank God. Like, that's the point. That's the idea. That's how you know this is working if you get to that point.
That's awesome. I love how you said, you guys hear that? You don't have to go do a double workout. Remember, you just have to push yourself during this workout.
Seriously, if you do a Lift 4 workout and at the end of it, if you ever say, 1, that wasn't so bad, or 2, I can go lift more later, you didn't push yourself hard enough. That's it. You need to up your weights, and it's that simple. Awesome.
All right. So there's a bunch of different offers for Lift 4, a bunch of bundles and a bunch of packages with Shakeology, and we've got the performance line in there. So what do you recommend for people to get started with?
Well, as a coach, that's completely up to you. If you're talking to clients and customers about this, it should come down to the fact that you need to know what their needs are. And if you're not too sure how to do that, shameless plug, that's why you should be in the coach test group, because I'm going to go over all that stuff. We're going to talk about all that stuff. We're going to do a lot of business training in that group as well. It's not just about the workouts for the day. It's about, I want to really help everybody with this. But with the challenge packs, you should know who you're talking to and what they need. And that's why there's so many different iterations, right? Because some people don't need a lot of, some people are already on Shakeology. Great. They don't need Shakeology because they're already doing their daily. That's their one daily in this program, right? Some people, but everybody, I think, should in this program, and that's why Beachbody performance products are so prevalent in all the challenge packs for the most part, or especially in everything we're doing, because you guys were building muscle. And to build muscle, we need protein, and any additional protein is good protein. So especially in Recover, that to me is like my non-negotiable after every single workout. I look forward to it, actually. I'm all about Team Orange. Brianne, my wife, loves Team Chocolate, but it's like a treat. I look forward to it, and it's giving me the extra protein I need, and it also has the pomegranate extract in it that helps reduce muscle soreness, and especially so in because day 2 after legs is always the worst. Your delayed onset muscles, your DOMs are ridiculous. So that helps reduce it. You just need to know in terms of the challenge packs, who's your customer? Who are you talking to? If it's someone who's 50, 100 pounds overweight and hasn't been working out, I'm not going to throw everything at them right off the bat because that's too much. I don't want to overdo it. I want to just get them moving. Maybe get them Shakeology, get their nutrition at least kind of going a little bit more stable, and then start bringing more stuff into it. So it just comes down to really who you're talking to. But honestly, I think everybody needs Recover. That's my non-negotiable.
That was awesome. So I'm Team Chocolate. My husband's Team Orange. So
I swear it must be like a guy thing.
I know. I was like, what do you mean you don't want the chocolate?
Well, look, I enjoyed the chocolate when that's all we had. And I drank it after all my workouts, but then when Orange came out, I don't know, I think it might be a guy thing because I'm not getting a lot of women that are Team Orange. Ooh, look, Jessica's Team Orange. Yes. And But it's the same thing with Shakeology too. Like I actually, my two favorite Shakeology flavors are strawberry and vanilla. So, but it's also maybe I'm not a huge chocolate fan. I know my wife rolls her eyes every time I say that, but it's just, I think it's just, yeah, maybe it's a guy thing. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, they're both good. That's the beauty of having two different flavors.
Right. Goes for everybody.
All right. So I know we're running close to the end here. So the coach test group, can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I think everybody should be part of that, because I'm already part of it and it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, look, if you're a coach and you want to, what else are you going to do for the next 8 weeks? For one, come on, let's be honest here. What else are you going to do to build your business in the next 8 weeks? This is it, guys. This is how, and why not get in shape at the same time, or, get some great results at the same time? So the coach test group is meant to, again, get you into this. We're going to do this program together. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm answering questions nonstop in it right now. I went live again today. I'm going to go live again in Friday. All the questions that you have about this program are going to be answered in that group, because pretty much starting on Monday, I'm not going to really answer a whole lot of questions anymore on my social media. It's all going into that group, because those are the people that paid to be there, and I'm going to honor that and give them that. They're committing to be there and financially and their time. So I'm going to give that. I'm going to reciprocate that and give them all that information back. But that's where you got to go. And just think you got to see it as a training opportunity, guys, for the next 8 weeks, and to do this program. And I promise you, by the time you leave in those 8 weeks, you are going to seriously have some great training and great results, and be ready to just go after this program for the fall launch.
Awesome. You guys, if you're not in the coach test group, make sure you get in there. It is really cool. And Joel's going to be taking us through the program. And so as you're going through it and all those questions come up and you're on week 3 and you're like, what the heck am I doing? I want to give up. He's going to be there, and we're all going to be there together cheering each other on. So
yeah. So there's a lot of questions coming in. I know I don't have time to go over all of them, but I saw a couple of people in here talking about if you're teach group X classes and when to how can you do this program at the same time. It really comes down to it depends on the classes you're teaching. But look, if you guys are teaching 8 to 10 classes a week and still trying to do a fitness program on top of that, you got to be really careful about overtraining. I taught group exercise classes for 10 years, and a lot, anywhere between 8 to 14 classes a week. And you guys, my body did not change for 10 years. Seriously. It was fit, but it didn't change. You guys, overtraining is such a big deal. It's not, your body's not changing because it doesn't have time to. That's just the reality of it. And because you're not even talking about the class, it's not just the classes. What about all your practice time on top of this as well? There's just so much on that. So, one, I'd say teach less classes, but look, I get it. It's a financial thing as well. It's fun. Like I said, I taught classes for 10 years, but but this program can help you and see results. So you might need to move some things around. What I try to say is look, try to teach your classes on your rest days that you would with this program. If depending on what the program is you teach, if you teach country heat, then you're going to be a lot. It's going to be easier for you to move those around. Just be careful with that in terms, because I guarantee you, you're overtrained. I haven't met many group exercise instructors that are not just beating the crap out of their bodies, especially if you're teaching. I come from the Les Mills world, so I taught body pump and combat and grit and all those programs. And you guys, those programs are hard as all out on your body if you teach them nonstop. They really are, and they're going to break you down. So that's why, think about what we tell our participants to do in those group exercise classes. Don't do body pump more than 3 times a week. Yet people are teaching it 7 times a week. So just be careful with all that. Is my little PSA.
Awesome. So one last question before we grab a picture. Oh,
grab a picture before he leaves.
I got
it. He's so pissed off right now. He hates it when I do this too. That's why I love doing it.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy.
He's so mad.
Do you recommend, like, what fitness level somebody asks for beginners, and what fitness level is this appropriate for?
Freaking cat hair, sorry. Always gets stuck in my beard. This is for everybody. This program is for everybody. I know there's some top sheets Beachwise come out with that says that the program's intermediate to advanced. You guys, corporate's corporate. Sometimes they gotta say something. They gotta say things so they don't like risk adverse or whatever. But I personally would never design I have zero interest in designing a program for a specific group of people, or especially with this in mind. I just want to create, I would never design something so flexible that's only for a specific population. That just doesn't do that doesn't do the majority of the population any good. So this is for everybody, because look, it's you against you. You start with whatever weights you need. You start with whatever you need to in terms of the high intensity. High intensity does not mean high impact. I was very careful in the way I designed all these workouts. I have back issues I have to still get back injections from overtraining, guys. I have to be cognizant of what I do and overtrain. So this program is designed with that all in mind. And so yeah, it's seriously for everybody.
That's awesome. Everybody is so grateful to you for creating a program like this. I know that for me, with the travel schedule and that we have and 3 kids and work, I was like, doing, and I'm an overtrainer. But I was so excited. And then and I'll admit, I thought, oh, what's this going to do in 30, 20 minutes? And then I was like, standing in my own pool of sweat at the end. So
yeah. So just wait till next week.
I cannot wait. I am so excited. Yeah, everyone's so grateful. So let's grab a photo here. We have a huge amount of people.
Love it.
We can't fit everybody. So let's do a photo with you real quick here. All right, we're going to do one more. Thank you so much again. All right, everybody wave. Of course, I got the phone in there. Sorry about that. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy with the launch. And I'm sorry, the launch.
Hey, look, but this is the early access launch. The whole point of this, and this is why I've done, you guys are the 8th call in a row that I've done this evening. I've been sitting here for 4 hours now. I really got to pee. Sorry, TMI. But look, I'm doing, the whole point of this, as I just said, is for you guys to spend the next 8 weeks to just push this sucker and learn it. And then, because that is only going to make this blow up even more in the fall. So yeah, I love being here. Oh, look who's back. Hold on. Yeah. Corey's back. Say hi. So we're going to go have some dinner and go to the restroom and all that good stuff. But I better see all of you guys in the coach test group. And I'm posting stuff nonstop in between now and then, obviously on Joel Freeman Fitness on social media, and just get in there and let's put some fun back in fitness, shall we?
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, and we'll see you in the group next week.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.